Good morning, children. In the previous classes, we have studied the problems of poverty. Okay, so what is poverty? How it affects the people also. So this chapter, now today we are going to study the third chapter, poverty as a challenge. Various aspects of poverty we are going to discuss here. Here, how difficult this poverty a challenge before the government. We know that the government when there is high population, in previous class we studied that population is highest in the world in India and China. So one of the country, our second largest populous country in India is India. So how our government is able to provide job opportunities or food and other basic amenities to the people, that how difficult it is for the government, that we have discussed here. Poverty where many sided or multi-sided or multi-dimensional problems we are discussing in this chapter here. So how different people of different regions are facing with poverty. So what is poverty? Is be a poor, okay, the state of being poor or the state of the condition of being poor is poverty. So different aspects are there how poverty is considered. We know that some people feel that poverty is just the lack of food. Okay, there are many other aspects, there are many things again we need to discuss about poverty. Not only in the modern world, not only the food is the basic amenity, there are many other things we are going to discuss in the coming class. We know that in our daily life when we are coming out of home, we are meeting different people. Many people we think they are poor. So how do we feel that people are poor? We feel some people who are begging, and beggars, they are very poor. Okay, they do not have food. At least they do not have food to eat, so that we feel they are poor. So many people, different people we are coming through or come across in our life. We know that when we are going outside, we can find people are sitting in the slum area. When we go to the cities, we can find many people in the slum area coming to the roadside waiting for the job opportunities. Some contractors are coming and picking up the people. So they are daily wage workers. Those people do not have land, their own land. They go, they live in slum areas or juggies in the cities, we can say slum areas. They wait for the work. Some people are going for the construction work, etc. Some people we can find even the child laborers working in the restaurants or even the construction sites, etc. The children also who are not attending the school, no education. Sometimes we can find the people beggars with or children in taggers or also ragged clothing. Okay, so they are in the ragged clothing or torn clothes, completely torn clothes. They are so these children or the beggars also may be very poor. Okay, some cases we can find out there are very beggars who are very rich people also. Okay, they have a collection bank account also. Such type of beggars are also can exist in our society. So we cannot easily find out the beggar who is poor or rich also. Beggar is actually a rich or poor. So roughly we can say that poverty all around we can find out. Many people, many among our friends also, some people who are very poor we can find. So here in our country we can find that there are about 270 million or the 27 crore people in India live in poverty as per the 2011-12 census. 270 million or 27 crore people are very poor. They are coming under poverty. So the largest single concentration of poor in the world is in India. As population is the second highest in the world is in India. So that the large concentration of poor people we can find in our country. So here today we are going to discuss two different cases of poverty: urban poverty and rural poverty. both cases are different. We know that there are in the urban areas, that is in the cities and towns, we can find many people. Last lesson we have studied many people in the urban area are highly educated. According to their educational qualification, they are unable to secure a job. They are considered poor. They come under poverty. Okay, so here 33-year-old Ram Saran, he is the one example we are going to study about the urban case. One person, 33-year-old Ram Saran, he works as a daily wage worker in a wheat flour mill near Ranchi in Jharkhand. He manages to earn 1500 rupees per month. 1500 is his monthly earning. 1 month he earns 1500 rupees, which is not enough for the family, because this is not enough to sustain the entire family of 6 members. Okay, Ram Saran, his wife and 4 children. So all these members, 1500 is insufficient. These 4 children are aged between 12 and 6 months. So small children are there, and eldest one is 12 years old also. So these are the condition. This is the condition in Ram Saran's family. Also, he has to send some money home, that his parents also who are living in the village. So he has to send some money to his parents also. Then out from the 1500 rupees he is earning, he has to send. His father is a landless laborer, depends upon Ram Saran, and his brother who is living in another city. His brother also is sending some money to his parents, so that Ram Saran also living in a small rented hut. Small hut, it is not a big house, a rented hut. That is also from this 1500 income he has to pay the rent for his house also. It's a small hut that is made of temporary shack built of bricks and clay tiles only. Okay, it's not a house also, we cannot call it as a house. His wife Shata Devi also works as a part-time maid in few houses, manages to earn 800 rupees. His wife also goes outside in a rich family. She is working as a housemaid, earning 800 rupees per month. Then they manage a meager meal. Now with all this money, also his elder son, we have said that 12-year-old boy, he is also working in any other shop, and he is also getting a 300 rupees income. Okay, so wife gets 800, elder son is earning 300, and Ram Saran 1500. So he has to manage all this money together, collecting together. He has to manage 6 members family plus his parents. Then also this money is completely insufficient. No children are going to school also. With this whole amount, they are unable to maintain the family. Only poor, just they can buy some rice and dal only. That is only they can have twice a day, just dal and rice. That means only, no other nutritious food they can buy. No clothes are there, 1 or 2 pairs are there. That also, if one is torn completely, then only they go for the new one. That is also, sometimes they do not use shoes or the footwear also. That is a luxury for them. Sometimes the small kids who are also malnourished, they have no access of health care. Once they fall ill, they cannot go to the hospital also. There is no proper medication for them because of lack of money. Now in the rural case, another example we can say, Lakha Singh, he belongs to a small village near Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. His family does not own his own land. So they also do many odd works for the other big farmers. Like many landowners are there in their farm. These people, Lakha Singh and his family, work there. But here the problem, work is erratic and so income also. That means it is unsteady. There is no regular work. Sometimes when there is a agricultural season, work is available. After that they are free. No work, no earning also. And we can find here minimum wages act is enacted in our country, but that is not followed here. He is also paid the whole day's hard work, he is paid 50 rupees only. Okay, sometimes they are not, the landowner is not paying the money also. Instead of that, any kind they are giving. Kind means the what is the agricultural product, wheat or what, the rice or what is paddy, whatever is cultivated, from that its output some part they are giving. So these are all sometimes so these people who is lacasing also very poor, he also doesn't have a sufficient money for buying wheat or dal for the family. Okay, so here family of 8 members cannot always manage to square meals a day. So his laka lives in a kacha hut, small hut, kacha house or kacha hut only, and he also lives outskirts the city, outskirts the village. So the women of his family going for, they have for chopping the fodder, that means for cutting the grass for their animals or the cattle. Also they collect firewood in the fields. So his father is a TB patient. He died a few years, 2 years before, due to no medication, no proper medication. When his father fell ill, he was unable to take him to hospital. So he is now the same problem his mother also is facing. Now he is unable to provide proper medicine to his mother also. Okay, so his children, even though there is a primary school in his village, he is unable to send his children to school also. Okay, so here when he started, when he also is uneducated, because when he was 10 years old, he started working for the family. New clothes or even soap and oil, these are all very luxurious things for them. So they cannot imagine, even lakasin also, they don't use even soaps or oil for cooking also, they don't use. Okay, because these are all very luxurious things. Okay, so from these two typical cases, that many dimensions of poverty we can illustrate, we can explain here. We know that they show the poverty means hunger and lack of shelter. Here we are getting the example. They do not have food and shelter house, that is poverty. Okay, for these people they need proper shelter and proper nutritious food only. Okay, that is poverty for them. Now in the coming class we will study more about the other ways of poverty. Poverty is not only food and shelter or basic amenities. We can find it's also a situation where parents are not able to send their children to school, that is also poverty. And if they parents are unable to treat the sick people in the family, children or elder ones. Okay, these are also comes under poverty. Lack of sanitation, lack of sanitation facilities, lack of food, lack of proper clothing, lack of shelter, lack of education, lack of health facilities. These all are coming under poverty only. Okay, so not only about food, many other aspects of poverty we are coming to study in the coming class.